What's going on, everybody? Back again with a new video. Today it's going to be top 5 tips for beginners in the gym based on my experience and just from interacting with people around the gym and what I've done and what I've seen done wrong in the past. So before I get started, I just want to say that these 5 tips are actually based on the assumption that somebody has already decided to go and start the gym, because if not, my first tip would simply be just to start and get into the gym and start enjoying the process. So without any further ado, let's get into the video, guys. Tip number 1, pick something that is sustainable for you. So I see a lot of guys all the time and they'll go and they'll say, look, I want to get in shape for this, or I want to get in shape for that. And they're going to go, right, I'm going to go full on into the gym, I'm going to eat 5 or 6 meals a day, going to go gym 5 or 6 times a week, and I'm going to be in shape in 6 weeks. This just won't work for a number of reasons. You know, if you go from doing very little to no activity to suddenly hopping into going to the gym 5 or 6 times a week, you're going to find that you're going to burn out within those first couple of weeks, without a doubt, because your body, your central nervous system, your muscles, everything is not used to that workload that you're putting it under now. So suddenly you're going to be sitting at home, your muscles are going to be killing you, muscles you didn't know you had are going to be killing you, you're going to be cramping up sitting down, whether that be in work, school, whatever, and it's just not going to be feasible. So what I would recommend for beginners in the gym would be to go maybe 3 times a week for the first while. See if you actually like the gym. You know, you're obviously going to be sore after workout, but if you can get used to that little bit of soreness for the first couple of days, first couple of weeks I should say, sorry, then maybe up it after that to 4 times a week if you've enjoyed it. Then 5. Don't be worrying too much about your food and stuff at the very start, you know, just keep eating as normal. Maybe have a little bit of extra effort to get some more protein in. But after that, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Then once you get into the more serious stages, start worrying about the food. But the first tip, and most important one I think for people starting off, is not to burn yourself out by making something that is completely unsustainable, because you're going to need to be in the gym for a very long period of time to actually see some good results. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, hit every muscle group twice a week. And as a beginner, this is one of the most important things you can do. You know, a lot of guys that go into the gym, they go, just going to go full on bro split, you know, chest Mondays, back Tuesdays. Probably not legs Wednesdays because they're a bro, so they're probably doing chest again or something, I don't know. But I would say you are much better off hitting every muscle group twice a week, especially as a beginner. It's something I didn't do. I did a bro split when I started off and I was only going 3 days a week, so don't even ask what that bro split was, it wasn't pretty. But yeah, you're much better off just hitting everything twice a week. So if you can only hit the gym 4 times a week, maybe do full upper, full lower, full upper, full lower. If you're going 5 or 6 times a week, push pull legs, push pull legs. You know, it can be done where you hit everything twice a week. It's just there's going to be less exercises per muscle, but just a higher frequency in terms of how often you're hitting the muscle, which is going to be ultimately more beneficial to you for muscle growth and sustainable muscle growth throughout your lifting career. So that's tip number 2, guys. Hit every muscle group twice a week. Tip number 3, don't expect overnight miracles or magic results from the gym. So a lot of the guys will go in and they'll be like, oh, look, I want to look like, I don't know, Steve Cook or Bradley Martin or something within a year. It's realistically, it's not going to happen, guys. You know, you can go in, you can eat 8 meals a day, you can even hop on all the steroids in the world you want. Yes, I said steroids. All the steroids in the world you want, and you're not going to look like those guys in a year or so. You know, they've been working hard for years and years and years at the gym, coupled with good diets and everything else. So there's no way you're going to look like that in a short period of time. Now, having said that, you will improve your physique drastically, especially as a beginner. If you go in a skinny guy, like I did, you know, within a couple of months you're going to see maybe a couple of abs poking through, a little bit of definition on your chest, maybe some shoulder coming in, a little bit of a bicep, who knows? Or especially even if you're like a larger person and you go into the gym and you see yourself losing a little bit of weight and suddenly you have a little bit of definition where it was just chubby before, you're going to feel great, you know, but you're not going to see magic results overnight. It will take time, and that's why tip number 1 of the sustainability is so important, because if you can't stick to it and stick to that process that you're enjoying during your time in the gym, you're not going to actually keep those results. You're going to just go back to eating and all the way you were and your no activity before that. Tip number 4, guys, is going to be do not rely on supplements. And I know I said that tip number 1 was probably the most important tip, but I cannot stress how important this is, especially for beginners. You know, supplements are exactly what they say they are. They are supplemental to your diet and your training. They are not going to make or break your physique, and they're not going to produce miracles from your physique either. You know, if you think, oh shit lads, I'm on the protein, you know, you're not going to suddenly be huge because you're starting taking a scoop of whey protein and getting 24 extra grams of protein in your body a day. You know, there's so many misconceptions and falsehoods out there about supplements, and it mainly stems from the supplement companies trying to sell you this bullshit dream that can be achieved from, if you take this and this and this, you're going to look like so and so or so and so. You know, it just doesn't work like that. So as a beginner, I would steer clear completely from supplements. It's actually what I did. I didn't Jesus, sounds like a cycle. I didn't take any supplements until I was 2 years into my lifting career. So, and then when I did start, I just started with protein. But at the minute now, I take protein, creatine, BCAAs, and pre-workout. But when I started, it was just protein, and then I introduced creatine about 6 months later. Then about 2 months after that, BCAAs, and then I kind of started taking pre-workout like a little bit before that, you know, just messing around with pre-workout. But that's, pre-workout's okay. Is it? I don't know. But so yeah, I mean, if you're somebody, guys, who's just starting in the gym, do you need supplements? 100% not. You don't need them at all. So when I didn't take them for that period of time, for that 2 years, I was kind of just coming up to a plateau. And then suddenly when I started taking creatine, etc., I saw myself being able to break through that plateau, because suddenly I was holding on to water weight, I got stronger, and I could see myself getting bigger again. Whereas I've kind of just been petering out because I've been training the same. So without even having to change my training that drastically, I was able to make some gains just from taking supplements. So there is benefit to them, 100%. There is some benefit to supplements. I would testify to that, no problem. But they are not going to make or break your physique. Anyway, the main point that I'm trying to get across there is, do not build up an over-reliance on supplements as a beginner. Tip number 5. Guys, this is the final tip, and it's also pretty important, you know, and it's to enjoy the process. Enjoy your time in the gym, and enjoy the process of gaining muscle and gaining in the gym. You know, if you're not enjoying something, guys, and if you're trying to put yourself through it 5 or 6 times a week, you have to ask yourself why you're doing that. You know, I mean, something like the gym, guys, it has to be enjoyed in order for it to be productive and beneficial to you. You know, there is no point in putting yourself through it if you're not going to enjoy it. Just there's plenty of other hobbies out there, you know, like go play football with your friend, join the team, any number of competitive sports, go running, do little home workouts. You know, you don't have to go to the gym and try and slog through that if you're not enjoying it. Because at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying something like that, why would you do it yourself? I can't understand that mindset at all. You know, if it's just to like attain a dream body or attract a girl or something to, like, you know, that it's not going to work, lads. You know, it's not going to change everything that drastically for you. So realistically, there's no point in going to the gym unless you can enjoy it. But it is an enjoyable process. It really is. It's a great release, stress reliever, anger reliever. If you're an angry person or anything, you know, you're going to feel great after a session. So I would highly recommend the gym and trying to get into it. But if you can't, don't stick to it. Try and find something different, and maybe that'll benefit you and equate to a better, happier you. So guys, I'm going to wrap the video up here. That's been the top 5 tips for beginners in the gym from my experience, what I've dealt with and from what I've seen. If you liked the video and you're still here, please show me by leaving it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's going to be lots of more videos in the coming days. I'm actually going up to the gym later to record a chest and shoulders workout. Going to keep it raw for you guys because everybody seems to really like them. And then on Saturday, I'm actually going to Longitude, a big music festival here in Ireland. And I'll be floating around there for the entire day. So if you see me, make sure you come up and say hi, have a little chat, you know, especially if you watch these videos, whatever. Really appreciate anybody saying hi, you know, if you were to say hi, and give me some feedback on what you think of them. And yeah, please like the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.